G'day guys and welcome to Raging Rhino. Today we had the release of the Jedi Survivor trailer. Now I did actually play Jedi Fallen Order and there were parts of the game that I didn't mind. There were parts of the game that I really didn't like. First of all, the way the map setup is, I really didn't like that. And there were elements to the story that I really didn't like. And of course it's burrowed in with Disney Star Wars canon, and I really don't like that part of it. However, what I did like is the gameplay was actually quite enjoyable. Going around deflecting, blaster bolts and cutting down people with the lightsaber and all of that sort of thing. There was also elements to the fact that the world seemed really small. Every different planet that you go to, there's not many people that you can talk to, NPCs, all of that sort of thing, and it really makes the world seem really small. We'll see what they do with this. Now, I don't know whether or not I'm actually going to buy this game and play this game. The more I look into it, I don't want to give Disney any money. That's the thing. And the more I look into this, the more stuff I actually don't like about it. One of the big things, honestly, is the lightsaber crossguard. That just shits me to tears. It's just a Disney Star Wars canon invention that they've bought in themselves. It's stupid, it's pointless, it looks stupid, and I just don't like it. So anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Let's go through this trailer and see what it brings us, see what it gives us.
It's been a long 5 years. We've tried to resist. Fear and mistrust rule the galaxy.
No, wait!
Cal, look into the fire. It will warm you, keep you company. But left unchecked, it will consume everything until there is only ash.
How could you let the galaxy fall to this unworthy machine of an empire?
Hope may feel beyond our grasp. But I think we finally found somewhere the Empire can't reach us.
Imagine. No more looking over your shoulder.
A place that's worth fighting for. No matter the cost.
Okay, there's a couple of parts to it that actually don't look too bad. Let's turn the sound off and we'll go through it again, just really quickly. Okay. So not all images will appear in game. First of all, that looks really cool. The way the ship comes out of hyperspace, I will give it that. Coruscant, obviously. This gameplay doesn't look too bad. The other thing too that I really don't like about this is like how many times you've got to hit a player before you actually are able to cut them down. I will say in the first game, it wasn't too bad, but obviously, taking off limbs, all of that sort of thing, I think that stuff should be in there. But that's, just my thoughts on this. Like, whack, and it doesn't even look like he's really done, done what a lightsaber should do. It's really hard to get a shot there. Obviously, this is 5 years removed from Jedi Fallen Order. This is the bad guy, obviously, or a bad guy that you come across. There's the lightsaber crossguard. I really fucking hate it. I think it's stupid. If you're getting a lightsaber down in this area down here, and you're able to cut through that, then what's the entire point of these things? You're basically going to destroy the lightsaber, aren't you? So again, that's a real pet peeve for me. I fucking hate the crossguard. It's such a stupid Disney creation. Again, it looks good. Obviously, this is the Night Sister from the first game. And it looks like she's ended up with Jedi powers. Now, I know that they use their magic using the Force and stuff like that, but that she uses a Force push later on. It's got all the original characters by the looks of things. Cal definitely looks older. I hope there's not a lot of that wall running stuff. And, like, that was another thing in the first game. It's just to get to certain places, and I hope the map is heaps better as well. But to get to certain places and stuff like that, the amount of wall running and stuff that you've got to do, it almost feels a bit too Assassin's Creed-like. You know what I mean? Like, it's just too much of it. Boss fight, I guess. Don't know what all of this was about, really. We don't really know. Here's where she uses, like, a Force push. I guess, maybe. I thought that they're more magical. This was the other thing too, like the little missions and things that you've got to do in the game to get to certain areas and stuff. The puzzles, I guess it is. There were far too many, I think, in that first game. And I really hope that there's not a lot. Like, I don't mind the puzzles, don't get me wrong. But I really hope that there's not, like, puzzles constantly. Puzzle, 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 puzzle. Fight, puzzle. Fight, puzzle. Like, there's got to be more to it than that. And I really, like, honestly, I hope this story is better than what we got in that first video game in Fallen Order. So, yeah, I'm not a massive fan of, like, heaps of puzzles. Again, the shots look good. The graphics look good. That looks kind of cool. This bit, let's listen to this bit just again, what he says here, because this is obviously the main, like, story plot, I guess.
A place that's worth fighting for, no matter the cost.
A place that's worth fighting for, no matter the cost. I don't know how this works, really, like, cutting up this stormtrooper, using a Force push, pushing him into the Night Sister, and I don't know whether or not that's going to be a part of the combat where you can sort of chop and choose characters or something like that. Who knows? She's back. Again, looks good. That's really it. That's really it. So April 28th, hey? I wonder if there's going to be any more delays from there. Because obviously I think this was supposed to come out this month. But look, again, I will say I hope the story's better. I think, again, like I was saying, that the previous story in the previous game wasn't that good. And it's so embedded now in Disney Star Wars canon. And I fucking hate Disney Star Wars canon. Disney Star Wars really isn't Star Wars. And I think the closest they've actually come to Star Wars is through the game, Jedi Fallen Order. That's the closest they've actually come to making Star Wars. And it's not even really Lucasfilm, is it? When it comes down to it. Obviously, they've got to abide to certain rules that Lucasfilm put in place so that they're not destroying their canon, I guess. It's so funny. They can destroy their own canon through all their shows and shit like that. Destroy their own books and their own continuity. But, when it comes to the games, I'm sitting here saying they better not. And what's to say that they're not going to? They've been fine with doing it with everything else. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the trailer. Let me know what you guys think of this trailer. Are you going to get the game? Are you going to play the game? Let me know in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.